Good morning, student. In our last session, we learned DQ and also how to calculate address for the one-dimensional array and two-dimensional arrays. Next, we are going to learn linked list data structure. Linked list is also a data structure which are similar to stack and queue. The difference is it is following a different way of storing data, that is, it is using a concept called node and chain of nodes. So this is what the difference. How it is storing a data, how it is accessing a data is different as compared to stack and queue concept. Okay. Otherwise, the linked list is also a linear data structure. Linear in the sense sequential data structure. All the elements present in a list is stored sequentially, but it is following a concept of random memory locations. Now you may have a question in your mind. Random memory location, but the data is maintained sequentially. How is it possible? Here comes the second word, role of second word, linked. Yes, so here linked. I am going to linking such random allocation of data using a pointer. That's why I am using a word called chain of nodes. So this pointer now helps me to form a chain of nodes. Okay. As per the linked list, you may have a chain of nodes. Chain in the sense node 1, node 2, node 3. So for example, imagine you are having a list of 5 elements. So these 5 elements will be in the form of chain. For making it as a chain, I am maintaining 2 information in my node. See here, each node contains a value and a pointer. So that in my node I am having a value of my data and also a pointer. So here this pointer is actually linking a current node to a next node. So then what may be present in this pointer? The pointer may have the address of the next element. That's why list is a set of elements and all these are maintained sequentially, but with the help of random allocation of memory elements. And how these random elements are connected? Linked using a pointer. So this pointer is having a address of a next element. I am telling you a simple concept. Imagine your street. Okay. So street, you are actually imagine your street as a linked list. Okay. So you are actually entering the first home in your street. So you are entering into the first home and you are in that first node, in that first home, you may visit some persons and from that persons you are collecting the address of the second home address. Okay. So using that address, now what you can do? With the help of that address, you can move on to the second home. And in second home, you may visit few persons and from that persons you may get some address. So using that address, you can traverse to a third node, then fourth node, fifth node, and within a street, you can traverse to any home. So the simple concept is a node may have a simple value and it also having a pointer to the next node. In this way, you are actually making your linked list a sequential one. Okay. So these all are statements, but if you could understand better when you see it as a image. See here, first node, the node may have 2 information, data and the link. Here link may have the address of the second node. So here address is mentioned using an arrow. Okay. So this pointing to 20th element and this may have some address to next element. And look at the last node may have address of null value. So null here indicates there is no more element in your list, and this is the last node present in your linked list. And the first node is always called as a head node, and this head node may contain only the address of the starting element. Okay, head node may have the address of the starting element. So using head you can traverse to first element, then to second, then till up to the last element. So this is what the concept of linked list.